Hello and welcome back, everybody. This lesson is going to show you how to model part 4, which is the wheel for the caster project. So that looks like this. Right here. So we're going to have to model this in a different way than we did the bushing, so we're going to be reviewing what a center line is and how to use it to create a revolution feature. So to get started, we're going to load up Inventor. Go to New, Metric Standard mm.ipt. So I'm going to start my 2D sketch on the XY plane. And I'm going to begin by creating a line at 0, 0 horizontally. Doesn't really matter how long it is. I'm just going to be turning this into a center line. So I'm going to be selecting this line, turning it into a center line. So it should appear like this. It should be purple and broken into a center line. So remember, center line tool is up here. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sketching the wheel, half of it above the center line. So I'm going to touch 0, 0 with my mouse, but not actually click. And I'm going to move up on Y till I'm probably around 7 millimeters above. And then I'm going to click up. I'm going to come down and find the perpendicular to match this node. I want to line these features up when I can, so I'm using these constraints to help me. Okay. I'm going to click OK to get done. Now this is a center line. I don't want this to be a center line, so I'm going to draw a box around it. I'm going to take the center line function off to make it solid geometry. And I'm going to add a constraint to this. I'm going to use the lock here. It's called the fix. And I'm going to click this line, which is going to constrain these two vertical lines on the y-axis. All right. So next, we can add some constraints to this. And I'm referring to this on my iPad as I do this. So I'm not going to be toggling back and forth to each screen to show you the sizes of these things. When you draw these things, you need to reference these things on your iPad next to your computer. Have your iPad hub open to the particular module. So from here to here, we'll constrain to 3, and we'll do the same thing on this side. Next up, we're going to show the diameter at a diameter. So I'm going to click the horizontal line and the center line. We're going to edit this to be a value of 14. The width of this is constrained to 28. Notice how this, I only have to constrain these two lines and these ones move with it. This is because I basically added these constraints. As I drew, I used some constraint tracking as I was sketching it, as you saw, to keep things kind of the same size and symmetrical on each side of this as I drew it. All right, next up we have this diameter here, which is 30. This diameter is 70. And this one is 100. All right, and there I have it. So the next step is to finish the sketch and to select the revolve feature. And this gives you a nice preview, right? So this looks great. It's very solid, so we're going to hit OK. And I'm just going to put this into a perfect isometric view like that. So I'm just going to go into a free orbit here. Take a good look at this. It looks great. I'm almost done with this. I just have to add some fillets to this. And there's a radius 2 fillet on the outside here. So we're going to select fillet. It's already selected at 2 radius for us, so we're going to select this edge and the opposite edge in the corner, hit OK. And the sheet also shows us that there are radiuses here and here, here and here as a value of 1. So we're going to go, again, fillet, edit this to be 1, click, click. I'm going to be doing these all at once to save time. And it just makes sense to do it that way. I'm going to turn it over to this side before I accept the command. Click these 2 spots and these 2 spots. And those are all the fillets required. So we're going to hit OK. And we're done. We will do one last thing. Because this material is made of rubber, hard rubber, we're going to go down into the default material list and we are going to find rubber black. Like that. Because remember, we're making a caster wheel, right? So this could involve possibly wheeling a chalkboard around, perhaps a paper plotter, right? Anything that can be mounted on a caster assembly, right? The wheels are typically made of rubber, so it would look black like this. One last step is to save the file. So I'm going to be naming this one Part 4 Wheel. I'm going to be saving it to my desktop. And that is it. That part is finished. And when we talk again, we'll be looking at one of the other parts. So try this and take care for now. Bye-bye.